Good morning. Welcome to Bright Edge Solutions. How can I help you today?
Good morning. I'm here for an interview for the marketing assistant position. My name is Sophia Carter. I have a 10 a.m. appointment with Mr. Daniel Brooks.
Great, Sophia. Let me notify Mr. Brooks that you've arrived. Could you please have a seat in the waiting area? He'll be with you shortly.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hi, Sophia.
Yes, that's me. Nice to meet you, Mr. Brooks.
Nice to meet you too, and please, call me Daniel. Come on in. Please, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
So, Sophia, before we dive into all the formal question show, are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. A little excited and a little nervous, to be honest.
That's completely normal. We've all been in your shoes at some point. Just treat this like a conversation. We're just trying to understand your experience and see if we'd be a good fit for each other.
That sounds good. I appreciate that.
Great. Let's start with something simple. Could you walk me through your background, education, experience, and what brought you here today?
Sure. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in marketing from the University of Michigan. During college, I interned at a small advertising agency where I worked on social media content and helped with campaign reporting. After graduation, I took on a few freelance projects, mostly helping local businesses build their online presence. I've always been drawn to creative storytelling and how marketing can influence perception and behavior. When I saw the opening at Bright Edge, I was really excited because your work with big data and creative campaigns aligns with exactly what I'm passionate about.
That's a solid start. You mentioned freelance work. What kind of clients or projects did you take on?
I worked with a local coffee shop where I helped them increase engagement on Instagram by 80% over 2 months. I also managed email marketing for a fitness coach, designing newsletters and tracking open rates. Both projects taught me how to balance creativity with analytics like understanding what kind of posts worked, when to send emails, and how to adjust based on performance.
Interesting. It sounds like you're very hands-on. What tools did you use during those projects?
For social media, I used Canva for design, later for scheduling posts, and basic Instagram insights for analytics. For email campaigns, I used MailChimp and Google Analytics. I've also dabbled in HubSpot during my internship, though I'd love to explore it more deeply.
Good to know. We use HubSpot here for some campaigns, and a few clients are on Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Are you open to training on new platforms?
Absolutely. I enjoy learning new tools. I even spent some evenings last month going through HubSpot Academy tutorials just to get more familiar.
Impressive initiative. Let's talk about teamwork. A big part of our marketing assistant role involves coordination with designers, content writers, analysts, and sometimes even clients. Can you tell me about a time you had to collaborate with others to meet a goal?
Sure. During my internship, we were working on a campaign for a local fashion brand. I collaborated with a graphic designer and 2 other interns to create a series of Instagram stories. I was responsible for the content, calendar, and copy. The challenge was that the designer had a very tight schedule, and we had to make changes on short notice. I learned the importance of clear communication and time management. I started creating detailed briefs that helped the designer work more efficiently. In the end, we launched the campaign on time, and the client was really happy.
That's a good example. Communication and being proactive can make all the difference. Now, let's flip it. Have you ever faced a difficult situation at work? Maybe a disagreement or a mistake? How did you handle it?
There was one situation during a freelance project where I misinterpreted the client's brief. I created an entire series of posts that had the wrong tone, too casual for their brand. When they reviewed it, they were visibly frustrated. Instead of getting defensive, I apologized, asked for specific feedback, and redid the posts within 24 hours. I also introduced a step where I'd send a draft post for approval before designing the whole batch. It turned out to be a great learning experience about clarity and managing expectations.
That's a very mature response. We all make mistakes. How we respond to them shows our character. What would you say is your greatest strength?
I think my strength is adaptability. Whether it's switching tools, changing strategies mid-campaign, or working with different personalities, I try to stay flexible and solution-oriented.
And what's an area you're currently working on?
I'd say public speaking. I get a bit nervous presenting in front of large groups. I'm working on it by volunteering to lead small discussions and joining Toastmasters last month.
That's great. Public speaking is a valuable skill in marketing. You'll definitely get opportunities here to improve it further.
I'd actually love that. Being able to confidently present ideas is something I admire in senior marketers.
Let's talk specifics. The marketing assistant here helps track campaign performance. How comfortable are you with analyzing metrics like CTR, conversion rates, or bounce rates?
I'm fairly comfortable. I've used Google Analytics to track website traffic and email reports to evaluate click-through and open rates. I recently did a short online course on data visualization using Excel and Google Sheets. I may not be an expert yet, but I'm definitely eager to dig into the numbers.
That's good. We believe data and creativity go hand in hand. Let's do a quick scenario. Imagine we're launching a new skincare product. The team asks you to create a basic campaign plan. What steps would you take?
First, I'd start by understanding the product, its USP, target audience, competitors, and goals. Then, I'd brainstorm campaign ideas that align with the brand voice. After that, I'd draft a content calendar, propose channels to use like Instagram for visuals, email for engagement, maybe a blog post for SEO. I'd collaborate with designers for visuals and coordinate timelines. Once launched, I'd monitor performance weekly and suggest tweaks if needed.
Well structured. You clearly understand the campaign flow. If you were selected, how soon could you start?
I can start as early as next week. I'm wrapping up a small freelance project that I can hand over in a few days.
That works. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, a few actually. What does success look like in this role over the first 6 months?
Great question. We'd expect you to become familiar with our tools, processes, and clients in the first month. By the third month, we'd want you to independently manage small campaigns or reporting tasks. In 6 months, you should be confidently supporting multiple teams and adding value through creative ideas and data insights.
That sounds exciting and manageable. One more, what's the team culture like?
We're a fast-paced but friendly team. We celebrate wins, encourage feedback, and support each other during crunch times. We also have monthly brainstorming sessions and occasional team outings like game nights or volunteering together.
That sounds like a team I'd love to be a part of.
I think you'd fit in well. You've got a strong foundation and the right attitude.
Thank you, Daniel. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. I've learned a lot just from this conversation.
My pleasure, Sophia. We'll be finishing up interviews this week and should be in touch by early next week with our decision.
Sounds good. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your day.
You too. Good luck and enjoy the rest of the week.